The countdown to terror has begun.
The signal's getting stronger now. It won't be long.
Come quick! The monster done ate my pappy!
Do you really think this was a bear duck?
Highly unlikely.
First man on Mars. Once he was human.
There's something shiny in the rock. This is really starting to sting.
Now a bloodthirsty monster, killing and devouring the young. And not so innocent.
Let's take a look at this, huh?
I'm gonna blast the thing back to hell.
Oh, shit.
First man on Mars.
You mean there's aliens out here? Shit. I don't want to get ducted and anal.
This film is not rated.
Greetings, fiends, and welcome to the Horror Mike Show on this fine and fiendish and rather somber Friday night. Yes, as you all know, David Lynch has left this mortal coil as of yesterday, and so tonight, well, I flipped into high gear, and instead of doing the 21st Century Films Part A, as I was going to do tonight is David Lynch night, okay? How big of an influence was David Lynch in cinema, in horror, fantasy, and even science fiction cinema? It's hard to measure, but he was freaking huge, folks. That's what I'm talking about right now. Certainly a major influence on my life. In cinema, you know, it's like he's one of those guys, you watch one of his movies and you simply never seen anything like it, you know. That was David Lynch. He was truly unique. And I can recall just thinking about it back in the day, you know, when Eraserhead came out in 1977, I did not see it when it came out in the theater. In 1980, when Elephant Man came out, I saw that in the theater in 1980. That was the first David Lynch film that I ever saw. Now, Elephant Man is a historical drama, right? I mean, that's really what it is. You know, it's based upon a real person or persons in reality. And so when I saw the film, I was like, wow, this is really incredible. What a great period piece historical drama. Just absolutely fantastic. Then after that, I discovered that Eraserhead was playing at a, revival theater near where I live. Now, I was living in Orange County at this time, and there was a revival theater in Balboa, which is next to Newport Beach on the coast. And they have this, you know, Balboa Cinema, and they were showing Eraserhead. So I, played it cool and did the smart thing and took a date to see Eraserhead at the Balboa Cinema. This is the first date, folks. Well, unfortunately, with her, it was the last date. All right. After that one, I think she may have been mentally scarred for life after witnessing Eraserhead. Elephant Man, Eraserhead, two totally different types of things going on there, right? I mean, I don't think I really need to. They're both black and white. Yeah, that's their similarity, but I knew it was going to be strange and everything. And it was wonderfully strange. Totally weird. I liked it a lot. You know, she was just totally kind of freaking out. I'm amazed that she made it to the end. You know, it was kind of something there, but in any case. So then after that, you know, the score, you know, what came after. You had, I believe it was 1984 and David Lynch's adaptation of Frank Herbert's Dune, which I still prefer. Yeah, I prefer that adaptation over the Villeneuve. Yeah, you can throw $200 million at something that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, Villeneuve. So that's all I got to say about that. But in any case, 84, Dune. Of course, there was Blue Velvet. Later, Mulholland Drive. Of course, Twin Peaks. The Twin Peaks film, which I recently watched, actually, less than 2 weeks ago. That's Fire Walk with Me. Just batshit crazy. Totally insane. And, of course, wonderful. Yeah. And then, of course, Blue Velvet. I watched that not too long ago. I did a video about it, as a matter of fact. And so, that's how David Lynch operated, man. It was all what you saw or what you didn't see. That was the Lynch universe. It wasn't people yakking. It wasn't a lot of people just talking forever, no talking, very little talking heads. Granted, he did have some, of course, weird conversations, etc. They never really lasted that long, though. He was a very visual artist. There's no doubt about that. He put it on the screen. There's the famous quip where people would, like a film of his would come out and people would ask him immediately, well, what did this mean? Or what did that mean in the film? And he's like, hey, look, it's in the film. Watch the movie. You will understand. So, that's the earliest encounter I had with Lynch. That was Elephant Man. Then right after that, it was Eraserhead. Then I believe we'll look at the biography of Lynch on IMDb. I think 1984 was Dune. I think that was the next film. We're going to take a little gander because that took a while to make. So right now, actually, I think what I'm going to do. Oopsie. Where are we? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me just get this. Yeah. So I just showed my trailers for my films at the beginning there. And I'm going to drop this in the chat. So this is for First Man on Mars. And that's on Blu-ray. You can buy it on eBay or on my website, horroranthologymovies.com. And then this is Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. Now you can rent this for $2, folks. $2 stinking on Amazon Prime. For God's sake. And if you love sci-fi horror, you're going to want to check this out. You're going to want to check it out. I'm telling you right now. So in any case, that's what's going on with them. And so without further ado, I'm just going to bring up the David Lynch bio. So we just have it on screen. There we go. There's a Lynchy. There's that Lynchinator right there. All right. See, I'm making it a little larger anyways. So, yeah. And starting down, look, he did some short films in the 70s. It's hard to believe, folks. Yeah, from Eraserhead, which was 1977, that's almost 50 years old. Eraserhead is almost 50 freaking years old. The year is 2025. It will be 50 years old in 2 years. Just let that one sink in there. But as you can see, yeah, that is correct. That's the timeline is Eraserhead, the 1980 Elephant Man. Then there was a span to 1984 until his next film was Dune. And I think there was a lot of stuff with pre-production and production on Dune. I think that was a long, very long affair as far as making that film and complicated and so forth. But yeah, so that's where I go back. So it is about a 50-year span going back, to David Lynch's feature films. So without further ado, before we go further, my good fiends, let's get to the chat. And I invite everybody that's watching to share their particular favorite David Lynch story. Like, for instance, like what I just said, going to a cinema back in the day and catching a movie. Maybe you also took a date that didn't quite appreciate it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Please drop those stories in the chat and I'll read them. Let's get over to the chat, folks, and say hi to people that are in attendance tonight as we celebrate the life of the one and only David Lynch. Ricky Todd Botello is here. Hello, Ricky. How you doing? He will be sorely missed. Absolutely. Dave James is with us. Hello, Dave James. Rip David Lynch indeed. Todd Bone is here. Hello, Todd. How you doing? Great to see you. Lead Paint is here. Hello, Lead Paint. I am one of us. Hello, I am one of us. Right Knight 70 is with us. Fiend Burger Meisters. Veneer 6 or Veneer 6. I wrote a poem the day he passed away, and I thought I would share. Yeah, put it down. As long as it's not very long. or annotate it or abbreviate it or something. Eric Boyd is with us. Hello, Eric Boyd. I showed Eraserhead to a girl when she was pregnant once. Well, I hope that didn't cause any problems. Oh, God. I hope not. Gotham City Comics is here. Hello, Gotham City. How you doing? Eraserhead's my favorite film of all time, favorite director of all time. I prefer Lynch's Dune as well. Yeah, it's just, look, here's a couple of things about Lynch's Dune. First off, as far as I'm concerned, I think the Harkonnen, the bad boys of Dune, are just so much worse in Lynch's Dune. They're just so much sleazier. There's a thing about them. Now, you could take or leave Sting, as the one, but I'm talking about the main couple of Harkonnen that are in there. They're just, they're sick, and who is it? Skarsgård, I think, that's in the Villeneuve. He's good. He just doesn't come across as like that really grimy, sleazy, disgusting, scary type character that the actor or the way that Lynch gets him, that portrayal in his version of Dune. It's pretty sick, folks. And that's if look, let's not mince about here. Dune is one of those things where it's like, it's very clear that here's the good guys, and the House Atreides and Paul Atreides, and of course the Fremen. They're obviously good because they look good and they're the good guys. And then there's the bad guys who are just ugly as fuck. And they're just evil. They dress in black and all the shit. It's that whole it's almost a puerile dichotomy of good and evil, but so be it. I just thought the Harkonnen were better in Lynch's film. Reiko Barrelis is here. Hello, Reiko. How you doing? 8-Bit Snake Boy is with us. Hello, 8-Bit. How you doing? I love that he never explained anything. God, I love him more than for that, actually. Yeah, it actually, than Jer, he didn't have to. It's in the movies. Mulholland Drive makes total sense if you pay attention. It makes complete sense. There's nothing to, explain. I think it's people that try to overthink it. I think that's a problem. There's the new golden age, which is, I'm assuming that's Ratu Orloff again. He's changed his name. Last week, folks, he was the Donald Trump fan club, and now he's the new Golden Age. But I think that's gratuitous. Dave James, I watched Dune last night in honor of Lynch. Excellent. As a matter of fact, I've got it queued, Dave James. I watched, as I just told you guys, I just watched a few days ago, Fire Walk with Me, Twin Peaks, the movie. And then before that, maybe 2 months ago, I watched Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet is one of my favorite Lynch films. Oh, my God. Dennis Hopper. Holy Toledo. I just, it's one of those things because David Lynch, and a lot of people don't get this about Lynch, I don't think, okay? David Lynch was all about good winning. He was definitely a very spiritual director. If you watch some of his films, it's like he's all about Satan losing and good winning, or God or heaven or whatever you want to call it. He was very, very positive and into the white light. That's how he was. When you watch some of his film, just watch Blue Velvet. What happens? What is the ending? Watch Fire Walk with Me. There's literally angels floating at the end. They're protecting people, So people might get the wrong idea about Lynch. I think he was a very positive person. As a matter of fact, he did some videos about positive transcendental meditation and so forth. And I think he was just a very, very much an Americana kind of guy that he loved horror, obviously, fantasy, dark fantasy, horror. But it's all about, a lot of it is about, it's not all about, but a lot of it is about redemption. It's about finding some good in a whole mess of evil, that there's something that's there that's good. And I think that comes out in most of his films. Now, Mulholland Drive, I'm not quite sure. I mean, look, I don't think I have to, I'm not giving away anything here, folks. Mulholland Drive was simply a dream. And you can tell that at the very beginning of the film because the person's in bed dreaming. If you paid close attention, it's all a freaking dream. And it's great. Wonderful dream. Once again, folks, that's the eBay link for First Man on Mars. Then we have Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. David Lynch legend, absolutely. Yeah, I put him, David Lynch I consider to be one of America's great film directors of all time. I mean, going back, way back, going back to the silent era, you go back that far. F.W. Murnau, way up there. Silent film director. Right 970 says, I liked his Dune. It had the delicious Francisca anise in it. Yeah. Also, too, there's a couple of things. Now, I'm not the Fremen and the whole thing. Okay, look. Who was it? It was Sean. I'm not gonna hold on. I keep forgetting her damn last name. No, that was Lady Jessica, was Francesca Annis. Virginia Madsen, of course, was in it. God, what a cast. Where are you, damn it? What happened to Sean Young, or whatever the fuck her name is? Okay, that's really fucked up, but she's not on the front page. That is totally weird. Here, hold on. Check this. What the hell? She's one of the main characters. At least in the movie. The hell? Oh, Sean Young. There she is. Yes, she's Chani. I thought Sean Young was a much better Chani. Can I get an amen on that one? I just thought she was way better in various respects. All of these characters, like the various people that he got. I thought Patrick Stewart was really great. Dean Stockwell. I tell you what, man. Kyle MacLachlan is really good, of course. Brad Dourif as Peter DeVries is just holy shit, man. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing cast. I like the film a lot. I like it a lot. I know that people were, look, some of the special effects. It was 1984, folks. That's it. That's all I can say. It's 1984. What can be said about that? But let me continue on. He didn't have final cut, but isn't there a final cut available now, Benjir? I heard about a Lynch final cut. I even liked Lynch's weather reports during lockdown. I love that Spielberg got him to play John Ford in The Fabelmans. Right. I read something about Spielberg and Lynch. That is so odd. But true. Wayne Butler. Hello, Wayne Butler. Good to see you, my good man. I love him appearing. Yeah, I've got that queued up, 8-bit. One of the greatest, weirdest scenes, folks. We're about to look at that in a second. In Fire Walk with Me, Twin Peaks movie. It's just one of my favorite. It's so great. It's the sequence with David Bowie. It's just awesome. Yeah, Gordon Cole, man. I just the whole thing. Eraserhead's movie Naked Lunch with Naked Lunch with Cronenberg is also another one. Another absolute, there's no other like it. He's Canadian, but he's unique. Never seen anything like Cronenberg either. Good evening, all David Lynchian fans. Good evening, Radamus. Rest in peace indeed. Yes, he did. And we're going to talk about most of the ones, the features anyways. Lynch's Dune is 1,000 times better than the recent super bland, super beige incarnation. I got to say, I agree totally with that 8-bit. And one thing that pissed me off about that Villeneuve thing was, okay, they sunk like what, 200 or 300 million into the two movies or more. I don't know how much. Folks, they have CGI blood when they're battling, and you see a couple of people like they get cut, and blood flies out. It's freaking CGI blood, and I can see it a mile away. It looks so damn fake. I'm like, motherfucker, you got $200 million for a movie. Real blood. Put the stage blood in the tube, shoot it out of the fucker's neck. Lazy ass mothers. I'll tell you. It's just fucking ridiculous. Dude, it's good. I'm going to watch it. I'm watching it. Actually, I may watch it this weekend, as a matter of fact. The shield effects. Yeah, especially for the time. And I also like that thing, the probe, the poisonous probe that moves through the room, a lot better in the Lynch version. I don't know about you guys. It just works a lot better. It's creepier. When they bring in the creature in the, what do you call that? Like, it's like in the tank, that is totally absent from Villeneuve's. I mean, come on, man. And it's so well done. Sounds like I didn't miss anything by seeing the new Dune movies. I like Lynch's Dune. Watch it several times. Bears repeated viewings. Yes, it does. It does. I think the Villeneuve version, and it's in 2 parts, was worth watching once. That's all I'll say. It was worth watching once. Wild at Heart. There we go. Another good one. There's so many good ones, folks. I loved Wild at Heart a lot. Just Nicolas Cage, so damn freaking good. Remember the studio cut 1984's Dune. He walked away from that movie in disgust due to heavy studio interference. Yeah, and once again, can somebody verify this or not? I thought that David Lynch finally put out his director's cut, and that is available. If somebody knows in the chat, please confirm that. Yeah, there was the TV version, which I actually I kind of liked. That was the one with William Hurt. Really, the only way to see the full story from Herbert. Yeah, it's seriously, and that you're absolutely correct, Dave James. It's like I have not seen any other version except for the one, whatever it is. It's a 2-hour version. I had read that there was a Lynch cut. Maybe. I would love to see that. But yeah, Dune is it's like a, 800-page book, 600, 800-page book. It's huge. So a lot of stuff happens. And I see the need possibly for a 2-part film or like a 4-hour film. And indeed, the TV show, it was a mini series of 2 or 3 parts, as I recall, which gets in more of the, more of the book. Wild at Heart is a good one. Yes. Yes, 1984 as well as the 1964 version. Elephant Man, Blue Velvet, Dune. I know about Twin Peaks, never watched it. I was working a lot at the time. Yeah, it's a great series. Love the original series a lot. The movie Firewalk with Me is kind of really insane, but it's really good. Hopper is the great Blue Velvet. I want to hang out, but have to dip. Everyone have a good Friday. All right, Eric, we'll see you later, man. Wayne Butler says, we will not be alive when the Dune saga is completed, if it is completed. I hope someone told the writer and producer they only hit the first book. Yay, it's 6 more books. Good Lord. You want to ride with Raymond? Yeah. Oh, my God. Hello, Tommy. Good evening to you, sir. His beauty was in the discovery of all things. That is true. I used to live close to Richard Farnsworth, who was Lynch's in Lynch's Straight Story. When he told me that he was going to be working with Lynch, I told him, just don't ask him about Dune. Damn. Wow. Sean Young was freaking hot. She was one of those back in that time, folks. I had the hots for Sean Young. There ain't no doubt about that. Good Lord. I mean, holy Toledo, man. So that was definitely a major plus for Dune as well. Sean Young. The diner scene in Mulholland Drive is freaking great. Good Lord. So good. There's so many great scenes in that film. It's just it's like it's art. It's high art. That's what it is. Blue Velvet really shocked me when I first saw it. I watched with my parents as a teenager. Very uncomfortable film to watch with your family. Yes. Yes, that would be, especially if you were a teen watching that thing with your parents. Oh, my God. I mean, that's just, it is. I mean, it's a pretty hardcore film. The sandworm effects have not aged well. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's 80s effects, folks. And that's, there's some of those, you can see obvious blue screen and some of those effects, like when he's riding the sandworm, Paul Atreides. It's the freaking 80s, and that's where effects were at that time. I don't know. You know, I just don't know. I bought a Frank Booth shirt a couple of months ago. Excellent. Oh God. Oh my God. That would have been freaking great. Could you imagine? Only if Lynch could direct a Star Wars film with all, like, bringing in the characters that he usually uses from all of his films. Oh my God, that would be freaking awesome. Rodon says, I like the way you did the floating fat man with the cancer skin. Yeah, it's so much better. The way that they handled the Harkonnen. I just thought it was way better, man. Todd says Lynch always refused to do a director's cut. Yeah, although you would think if he was so pissed off with Dune, that he would have been somehow, some way, he would have found a way to do his own, like say, okay, screw the studio. I'm going to do my own version and, one day put it out or something, because people have got to see the way that he did. Let's put it this way, folks. Let's put it this way. He didn't have his name removed from the credits. His name is on the poster. His name is in the credits as director of Dune. If he hated it that much, he would have removed his name. That's all there is to it, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure he obviously didn't like it, but typically speaking, if you're embarrassed about a film, you're going to change your name, Greg says, Lynch never did a director's cut. There's a longer television cut with an extra hour of stuff. Greg Moss, do you consider that better? Is it better than the original theatrical version? Because if that's the case, I'm going to find that. I'm sure that that must explain a lot, considering the novel and everything. And it's probably closer to what Lynch would have wanted for the film. 8-Bit says the TV series of Dune is very good, even if the effects are a bit janky. Again, so much better than the recent movie adaptation. I agree. Once again. Dune Saga spans 6 books, right? Called Chapter House. Indeed. Radama says you can go down a rabbit hole watching essays and videos of Eraserhead film meetings. Yes, you can. Good Lord. Radama sent a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, my good man. I appreciate that. You help keep the show going, Radama said. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and not necessarily in that order. Grace Zabriskie and Wild at Heart was great. Rangier says that is a heavy film to watch with parents. Yeah. Lynch also gave the singer Sting a shot at acting. Yeah, he was all right. Alberto Alcazar, the best scene is the presentation of Baron Harkonnen. Yeah, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. It's true. I think that's so much better than the Villeneuve portrayal of Baron Harkonnen. He's just, oh my God. He's the perfect diseased, disgusting, scary Baron that you would expect. And I think Lynch just hit it on the head. Let's put it that way. Love your show, Mike. Thank you, Radamus. I appreciate that. My good man. He moved forward from it, unlike Coppola with his films. Lord. Okay. All right, folks. So we've got this on the screen. We're looking at Dune currently. Now, what I want to do, here we go. First, I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to bring up another one. Here we go. This is the scene from Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, folks, which is so damn good. Okay. Let me make sure it's on. Good. Yeah. All right. Check this out.
Gordon? Philip? Is that you? Philip? Philip? Cooper? Meet the long-lost Philip Jeffries. You may have heard of him at the Academy.
Well, now, I'm not going to talk about Judy. In fact, we're not going to talk about Judy at all.
Gordon? I know, Coop. Stand fast.
Who do you think that is there?
Suffered some bumps in the old noggin, eh, Phil?
What the hell did he say, Albert? That's Special Agent Dale Cooper. Where in the hell have you been, Jeffrey?
I sure as hell want to tell you everything, but I ain't got a whole lot to go on. But I will tell you one little bitty thing. Judy is positive about this.
How interesting. I thought we were going to leave Judy out of it.
Albert, sit down, Jeffries.
Listen up, listen carefully. I've been to one of their meetings. It was above a convenience store.
Whose meeting? Where have you been?
Jeffries, you've been gone damn near 2 years.
It was a dream. We live inside a dream.
And it's raining post toasties.
Hell, God, baby, damn no! I found something in Seattle at Judy's. And then there they were. And they sat quietly for hours. I followed. Oh. Ring. The ring.
Albert, I'll take that second mineral water. Philip, let's calm down here and get all this interesting story on paper. Hello? 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 Give me some good news. Cooper, the device has gone faulty. Can anybody hear me? Mayday! Mayday!
February 1989.
What, am I alone in here? He's gone! What?
I think we're kind of screwed on that one. But we should watch the trailer from Dune though. Let me check back with the chat since I've got it. Now I could probably at least show a scene or a trailer because somebody had mentioned the cowboy from Mulholland Drive, and that is a great scene. There ain't no doubt about that. Yeah. Let me see what happened there. Well, he famously delayed playing a live show in Europe because he had to watch Twin Peaks. He was a real fan of Lynch and the show. Saw David Bowie live with 9 Inch Nails and Starplex. Pretty cool. Okay. Mutafictionated. Igor is with us. Hello, Igor from Mexico City. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Oh, yeah, he did make The Straight Story a Disney film. That is right. I almost forgot about that one. Me and my friends were all obsessed with Twin Peaks. Same thing happened all over again when it returned a few years ago. Yep. Yeah, that was one of those series that everybody was talking about, you know. He was so influential with how he used sound in film to build a feeling. Oh, yeah. Ain't no doubt about that. He's walking fine until he enters the room. Then Bowie starts acting weird. It's great. Steve Bears is here. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. The Formica table. That is so great. And then, of course, everything went to hell. It's like something out of a David Lynch movie. I swear to God, man. Yeah. The pilot of On the Air. There's a show, that series I would love to watch again. Thanks for jogging the old memory, my good man. Did you guys ever watch On the Air, that show? That was really trippy. The pilot of On the Air exists on VHS somewhere. I want to see it. I would like to see, where can you watch that series again, On the Air? Where the hell is that? Igor, hi, horror fans of South America, Lima, Peru. Are you saying that B, that's what you think I want to hear? Okay. David Bowie is fine until he walks into the room with Lynch. Love to return. Kevin is here. Hello, Kevin. How you doing? Good to see you, my good man. I have tried, can't find it streaming. Used to be clips on YouTube. Not sure if any longer. Yeah, folks, if anybody out there knows where to find On the Air, let us know in the chat. On the Air was I don't know how long lived that series was, but it was a David Lynch series, and it was really great. I liked it a lot, and I really want to see that thing again. That would be quite good indeed. But let's get back and just watch a little bit, folks, just a wee bit of Dune. See if I can do this. Yeah. There we go.
He who controls the spice controls the universe. Father, the sleeper has awakened.
Well, that was a freak. What the fuck?
A beginning.
There it is.
A very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
Yes, Virginia Madsen. Oh, yeah.
Where the unexpected. Many dangers exist on Arrakis. The unknown and incredible secrets have been kept on this planet. And the unbelievable meet. I see two great houses. Feuding. Where kingdoms are built on earth that moves. We have worm sign the likes of which even God has never seen. And skies are filled with fire.
The prophecy which will cleanse the universe and bring us out of darkness.
Where a young warrior is called upon to free his people. A world that holds creation's greatest treasure.
He who controls the spice controls the universe.
And greatest terrors. A world where the mighty. This is genocide. The deliberate and systematic destruction of all life on Arrakis. The man.
I will kill him!
I will love you forever.
And the magical.
Father, the sleeper has awakened!
Will have their final battle.
Long live the fighters! Do not show the slightest pity or mercy! Emperor, we come for you!
Dune, a spectacular journey through the wonders of space and the mysteries of time. From the boundaries of the incredible to the borders of the impossible. Now, Frank Herbert's widely read, talked about, and cherished masterpiece comes to the screen. Dino De Laurentiis presents Dune, a world beyond your experience, beyond your imagination.
Absolutely wonderful. Now, I noticed at the beginning of that trailer, it said special 40th anniversary release. What is that? Is that another version of Dune? Does anybody know? This is getting more complicated by the minute with this Dune film. In any case, folks, that was really quite nice to see. Get back to the chat for a second here. What, did I get kicked out again? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. All right, looks like it's back. This is some kind of bullshit right here, though, folks. I'm telling you right now. Fuck. Well, that's the end of any showing any sequences or trailers, folks, because that's it. That's the end of that shit. Suck it. Lord. What the fuck? Oh, well. There you go. Let me get back to the chat. Yeah, almost. Almost. It's just like I'm showing a trailer and they suspend the fucking thing for showing a trailer. That's how it is, folks. That's what you're up against in YouTube land. Okay? That's what's going on right there. God. Oh, shit. Oh, well. All right. Let's get back to David Lynch here. Get back to the Lynch film, shall we? Now, I know one thing I won't get kicked off for at least, which is quite good indeed. There we go. Oh, no. You don't do that. They'll kick me off for that shit. They'll kick me off for anything, damn it. Okay. No. You're not following me around either. All right. So we left off with Dune in 1984. What was after Dune? Blue Velvet, of course. No, you don't. However, I always loved that poster too. So classic. What a great film, folks. And at least we can see some of the damn photos. God. They won't shut the stream off for fucking photos. I can tell you that much. What a lineup, McLaughlin. That's Hope Lang right there, right? Hope Lang, the blonde chick. I keep forgetting her name. Who was also in Inland Empire as well. Now there's a group of usual suspects right there. It's such a great photo. And she's always in the old woman on the right, who's in a ton of Lynch films. And also a few Carpenter films, too. She's good. She's got that, kind of amiable yet creepy type of vibe going for her. Let's see something. Oh, yeah, Priscilla Pointer, I guess. That's her name. I should look back. Yeah, Laura. I keep forgetting it's Laura Dern. For Christ's sake, man. The hell's wrong with me? There she is. Little Laura Dern. What a great still. That is just an awesome still, folks. Kyle MacLachlan holding the ear, the severed ear. I love it. Holy crap, man. So good. There he is. Frank. Let me be frank about Frank. Pabst Blue Ribbon. I should have got some Pabst Blue Ribbon, folks, tonight. Damn. And Dean Stockwell. He doesn't have a huge role in this film, but good Lord, he's freaking awesome. He's so suave, man. He's so suave. He's so goddamn suave. He's so good. So freaking good. Good Lord. Make sure this damn thing's still on. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah, Dean Stockwell. He kind of steals the show. I mean, Dennis Hopper ultimately does, but Stockwell is so damn cool in this freaking movie. It's so good. These are great photos, great stills. God damn. Hopper, man. Hopper. And Isabella Rossellini. Oh yes, quite hot indeed. So good. Whew. God. This is, yeah, I would I would put Blue Velvet. God, look at this thing. Jesus Christ, just stop playing. I'd put Blue Velvet way up there on my on my personal list of favorite Lynch films so far. I mean, I love The Elephant Man. It's kind of in a separate category, though. I just always refer, I think in my mind, it's like, yes, it's David Lynch, but it's a historical drama. It's one of the most mainstream things he ever did. But yeah, Blue Velvet, I put way up there. Let's go further. What the hell is, okay, now what is this? Is this the actual okay, Twin Peaks 1989, a self-contained 20-minute longer version of the pilot episode of Twin Peaks 1990, and an alternate version of Twin Peaks that brings closure to the story. I don't think I've seen that. I've got to find this now. Huh, interesting. Okay. Go back. Sure. Okay. Yeah, then there was Wild at Heart, which is great. I like it a lot too. It's more mainstream. I think you guys would agree. Far less surreal, and it's kind of pretty much a straightforward film. It's got all the great ones in it. Crispin Glover is also in it. Willem Dafoe, of course. God, he's great. Harry Dean Stanton, Diane Ladd, Wild at Heart. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got to take a look at some of these, man. Classic Cage. Man, he did a few of these films where he's this kind of character, back in the 80s and 90s. Desert town type of dude. Snakeskin jacket, the whole 9 yards, really. Great stuff. Isabella Rossellini. Looking hot as a blonde. Love that. That is Diane Ladd. God. Right. Holy shit. Yeah, Laura Dern, man. Holy Toledo. I'm telling you. Oh. Hannah Kozak with Isabella Rossellini on the location of David Lynch's film Wild at Heart. Okay, so she's the stunt double, I'm assuming? That is a great shot. And there she is again. God, that's Justine Bateman. I totally forgot she was in this film. Wow. She looks good. Oh God, there's Laura Dern and Rennie Harlan for the premiere of the film. Hey, look, Rennie Harlan's fine with me. He's done a few good films. You know. Oh God. Okay, so now it's just like the premiere or something. Who was Cage boffing at the time? He was boffing Lisa Stothard? Maybe? I don't know. Don't know, don't care. That's Steve Martin, okay. Somebody. Don't know. Give a fuck. Okay, these are all, yeah, here we go. Let's get back to stills. I want to see some stills here. There we go. Isabella Rossellini. Great shot. Yeah, that whole sequence is pretty great. Laura Dern is really hot. She's really hot in that freaking movie. But where is our guy? Where is Willem Dafoe? Love the car too. That's great. Yeah, Sherilyn Fenn. Jesus Christ. Everybody's in this freaking movie. Once again, that's one thing about Lynch, man. He just got, you know, love it. The fish with the fuck you. That is great. Hey, it is Grace Zabriskie in there. It's scary. There we go. Harry Dean Stanton. Okay, let's get to the bar scene, of course. There we go. Jack Nance. John Lurie. Folks, John Lurie, the Lounge Lizards. I don't know if you ever heard that group before. They were quite good. Great 80s, 90s group. The Lounge Lizards. That's John Lurie and Jack Nance. Incredible. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit of Willem Dafoe. Who's that? Calvin Lockhart. Okay. Okay, where's Willem Dafoe, for fuck's sake? Looking all fucked up. That is one trippy photo right there, no matter how you slice it. There we go. There's a little bit anyways. It should be a lot bigger than that. Jesus Christ, man. Willem Dafoe, folks. That's a lot of leg right there. My good fiends. It's a whole lot of leg going on. Classic Cage. So good. There we go. A nice shot of Willem Dafoe. He's just such a sleaze bag. Great stuff, folks. Great stuff. I'm going to go back to the Lynch thing. I enjoyed that film. I haven't seen that film in a long time, in years. I'll probably have to watch it. It's just, you know, I enjoyed it. I've seen it a couple of times. And then we get to the Twin Peaks series, 1989 to 1991. And that's, I haven't seen the series in years. I'd love to watch the series again and then watch Fire Walk with Me. That would be quite nice. I got to look that up. I got to see where it's at. It's got to be around. There's On the Air. 1992, only 7 episodes. In the 1950s, a group of television performers attempt to put together a live variety program and often find disastrous results. Created by Mark Frost and David Lynch. Of course, Miguel Ferrer is in this freaking thing. Oh my God, this is great. Oh, we got to see the photos. This is going to, if you've seen this, folks, it's going to bring back some great memories. Let's put it that way. Let us check this out, man. There it is, On the Air. Holy Toledo. What a wacky show. Ian Buchanan, of course. What? That's a nice still right there. Check that out. As it says, Ian Buchanan in On the Air 1992. That is beautiful. There's not much on it. There's Miguel Ferrer and Marvin Kaplan in the middle. What a strange poster. This is really weird. Wow. That's it. There's only 9 photos. Only 9 images. What the what? Wow. All right, folks. So where do you get this thing? That's what we want to know. Now, obviously, it was released on VHS. I'm assuming it must have been released on DVD, right? At least. There's only 7 episodes. I don't even know why it. Obviously, it was canceled, I guess. I don't know. But that's 1992. Let's go back to Lynch here. I'm going to go back to the oops. The hell are we? Oh, there we go. Yeah. On the Air Hotel Room, a TV mini series. I don't know what the hell. Okay. Let's go back to the chat. I'm sure some people have chimed in. Oh, Jesus, God. Okay, here we go. Laura Dern, yes. Blue Velvet is the only laser disc I own, despite not having a laser disc player. Sometimes you just got to do it, 8-bit. Bruce Dern daughter. There are some awesome, at least there's photos, folks. Matt T. Campbell is here. Hello, Matt T. Campbell. Great to see you, my good Matt. No one, and I mean no one, was surprised when Diane turned out to be played by Laura Dern when she finally appeared in Twin Peaks. Have you seen any of his short films? Yes, and they are pretty damn weird. I haven't seen them for a long time, but I've seen a few of them. Todd says, yeah, Elephant Man and The Straight Story were pretty much the only mainstream things he did. Yeah, I mean, look, Wild at Heart is kind of mainstream. It's got a certain thing about it that's pretty accessible, really. I mean, you do have some over-the-top characters, kind of. I mean, but film-wise, the way that it's presented, the narrative of the film is more, I think, more on the mainstream side. I mean, look, if you compare something like that to Blue Velvet or Mulholland Drive or, Jesus, films like that, it's more accessible. Yeah. Less surreal. Let's put it that way. It's less surreal. No, 8-bit has got his short films collection. He thinks he has all of his movies. You may. 8-bit, do you have On the Air? Folks, anybody in the chat know where you can get? I haven't checked eBay. Maybe they've got VHS or DVD of On the Air. I'm going to have to. God, is that thing just lost? Is it gone? That would suck. McLaughlin looks younger in Blue Velvet than he doesn't. Dude, that does happen. You're absolutely right. Willem Dafoe is terrifying in Wild at Heart. That movie gave my ex-wife nightmares. I'm making the sandwiches. Crispin Glover was amazing in that scene. Yes. I got to see that again. It's another one I haven't seen. It's been years. Tough Call Steve Mayer's like comparing apples and oranges. Are you trying to say, Steve, which one's better? Because no, yeah, that's an impossibility. I rank both of those up at the top as far as David Lynch goes. But then again, I would probably bring Elephant Man into that. It's a different type of film, but it's a stunning film. It's an incredible film unto itself. It's not a surreal nightmare, but it's way up there too. I put it way up there. Blue Velvet. Yeah, I don't know about that. Mulholland Drive. Probably, Steve. Probably. Blue Velvet. It's because it's real. It actually happens. Mulholland Drive is just a dream. That's it. It's a 2-hour dream. That's exactly what it was. So anything can happen. He gets away with all kinds of shit. Blue Velvet, it's a crime thriller. Really, at its core, it is a crime story. It's a crime thriller. With all of these insane elements, but it's got to be real, right? It's got, everything must fit. The pieces must come together, and they do beautifully. So in that sense, yeah, it's a tougher film to make, I would say. Fishing with John, remember that? Defoe's teeth were great. Yes, can't forget. We're getting to Lost Highway. Lost Highway is an excellent film. I love Lost Highway. It's another film I haven't seen in years. I plan on watching it very soon again. I do not have that on DVD or Blu-ray. I may have to get that one on physical media. The only place I was able to find On the Air was the Internet Archive. Thank you, Todd. Folks, On the Air is on the Internet Archive, archive.org. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to guess what horror Mike's going to be watching this weekend. All 7 episodes of On the Air. Oh, yes. Holy shit. Bootleg. Well, sometimes you got to bootleg it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, if the shit's not available, if they yank it, I'll be damned. I will definitely be getting a bootleg somehow, some way. I just finished the sketch of David Lynch. It's on my Facebook page. Excellent. Never seen an official DVD version. I would love to, you would think that they would have it. I mean, what the hell's going on? Haven't seen Wild at Heart. Oh, you got to check it out, Steve. It's good. It's really good. It's not, it's not the type. It is not Blue Velvet Mulholland Drive, but it's really good. And it's got Willem Dafoe he's pretty disturbing. He is pretty disturbing in Wild at Heart. There ain't no doubt about that. Farnsworth and Sissy Spacek were good. It's on eBay. Well, that's good. God, it's amazing to me that is that Radamus, is that thing on eBay? Is that an official DVD of it, or is it a bootleg DVD? In any case, let's get back to this, folks. And we're going to Lost. We're taking a trip down the Lost Highway now, folks. Robert Blake. This is one of those films that maybe I think my favorite film that Robert Blake, although Electra Glide in Blue is freaking awesome. I really like that. And he's the star of Electra Glide in Blue. So, but you got, this is Bill Pullman, Patricia Arquette, Balthazar Getty. Absolutely fantastic. I love Lost Highway. This one has been, man, it's another one I have not seen in years. As I said, anonymous videotapes presage a musician's murder conviction, and a gangster's girlfriend leads a mechanic astray. All right, that's kind of it. Although I think there's way more than that. Yeah, Patricia Arquette, though. Good Lord. There you go. Carretera Perdida. That's more like it. Okay, a lot of Lost Highway things here. Let's get to Robert Blake, for Christ's sake. All right, enough of the posters. Here we go. There's Balthazar Getty and Patricia Arquette, of course. Jack Nance is back. I'm so glad that Lynch used Jack Nance a lot in his films. He's really good. He's just a really great character actor, It's one of those dudes. And of course, freaking Robert Loggia. You can believe that he's in this film. Holy crap. I forgot Richard Pryor was in this film. Holy shit. There he is. Robert Blake appears. Lynch just got it out of him. He just got that character. He just pulled it right out of Blake, man. He is so wonderfully sinister. So good. There's something about David Lynch's macro photography, too, which is, a hallmark of his films. He gets in there, he gets in real close, and does such a great job at it. Lost Highway Hotel. Damn. Okay, this is another one I got to watch now. I think a lot of people this weekend and for the next few weeks are going to be watching a whole lot of David Lynch. I just watching this, looking at these photos and so forth right now. There's just so much. There is so much great Lynch, man. Logia. Okay, let's get that. Let's get another. Oh, there he is. Another shot of Blake and Bill Pullman. Oh God, yes, indeed. Patricia Arquette. Holy Toledo. That's all I gotta say. That is such a great shot. Love it. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Luna Lounge. Yeah, right. I forgot he played sax. He's, of course, the musician. There's Marilyn Manson, right? Yeah. All right. Let's get back. Great. Wow. Pardon me. Okay, now they've got me on the writer thing. Director, fucker. There we go. I guess. What the bloody balls? God. Okay, here we go. Right. What? What the what? Okay, there's Lost Highway. There's The Straight Story, of course, which is, very straight ahead, straightforward Disney film. They've got Mulholland Drive 1999, and then they have Mulholland Drive 2001. And it says TV movie. What the what? What's going on here? It's the same movie, right? Then why is there a 1999 and a 2001 version? I don't get it. Oh, here it says. This is the original TV pilot version of Mulholland Drive, which was rejected by ABC and failed to become a series. The existing plot was reworked with new footage to create the feature film 2 years later. Okay. Well, I've never seen that. Never saw the pilot. Interesting. Very interesting. And then, of course, the immortal classic 2 years later, 2001, folks. It's Mulholland Drive. Woo! There's so much about this film. There's so many scenes, and of course, well, that's the whole thing. It's a series of scenes in a woman's dream, you know, or fever dream, if you will. And it's just brilliant. It's a freaking brilliant movie. The casting is fantastic. Naomi Watts is just uber hot. That's one thing about Lynch too. You know, it's obvious. Lynch just got the most beguiling, hottest babes, and yeah, I guess it goes for the male leads too. You know, he always got the whoever was kind of popular at the time, such as Nicolas Cage and Bill Pullman and so forth. But man, he really knew how to cast the women. I'm telling you, there's no doubt about it. Naomi Watts and Laura Harring, they're both scorching hot in Mulholland Drive. There's no doubt about it. Justin Theroux is hilarious. So damn funny. There's so many great scenes in this film. It's hard to believe. It's just one of those things that you can just go. It's like when Justin Theroux is talking to the network executives, you know, and the guy's like, "This is the girl. This is the girl." He's like, he goes insane, and he goes downstairs and he like starts bashing in the guy's car, you know. There's so many. The cowboy with his incredible dialogue, you know, when he appears to the guy. You know, as somebody was saying, the diner scene. It's endless, you know. It's absolutely not only that, but it gives you a really cool glimpse into some rather obscure Los Angeles and Hollywood locations. You may like she's living at one point. There's an area like I don't even know if it's still there, but it's a bunch of, you know, little like houses that almost look like Hobbit houses where she's living. And that was a place that was like people, you know, rented these houses there in this little section in Hollywood. And just stuff like that made Mulholland Drive also very special, you know. It may have been in some way a love letter about Los Angeles and Hollywood from David Lynch, because he shows some great areas, locations, and even down to like diners and stuff, restaurants and so forth, streets, obviously. It's got that thing, very classic Los Angeles, very, very much like, look, man, it was a different world. In the 1980s, it was like I was like 25 miles from Los Angeles in Orange County, would go up there a lot. I mean, a lot. And it was great. I mean, it was not a shithole, folks. It was really freaking awesome. Hollywood, Los Angeles, that whole area. It was another world. I know now it's just like, you know, at least for many years, the decline has been precipitous, but used to be awesome. Used to be really great. Let's get back to some more Lynch features here. Let's see what we got. Well, there's Mulholland Drive. Now, yeah, so what happens, of course, after Mulholland Drive, Lynch gets back into a ton of short films, right? He's doing short films out the yin-yang. He does a series that I have not seen at all called Dumbland in 2002. Apparently, it lasted 8 episodes. I'm not familiar with it. Boy, some of these shorts that he did are very low rated. That's strange. Of course, yeah. Getting back to a feature, we come back with Inland Empire. And I liked it. I liked Inland Empire a lot. It's not one of my favorite Lynch films, but I did like it a lot. It was weird. It's like a 3-hour epic of this. I guess you would like a woman that's just, plummeting into a psychotic state, a nightmare, if you will. And that's Laura Dern, once again. A lot of people in it. A lot of people were in that. It was also shot with, weirdly, too, like with some kind of strange video camera. I forget. Jeremy Irons is in there. Harry Dean Stanton, Justin Theroux. Grace Zabriskie, of course. Ian Abercrombie. Amazing. All right, let's go back. So, for me, I think that, let me take a look here, but I think that was it for feature films. Inland Empire. I'll take a quick, that was it. That was it, folks. That was, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the last feature film that David Lynch made in 2006, Inland Empire. As we move forward, it's a ton of short videos and videos. I believe music videos as well. Yeah, he does. God, there's a ton of. He got into a lot of music videos. There ain't no doubt about that. 9 Inch Nails. What the fuck was that? Duran Duran. In there. Just a ton of short films. Right up to this year. 2024. Absolutely incredible, man. Let's go back up to. Yeah, that's a nice photo. Oh, Jesus. There we go. That's beautiful. All right, let's get back to the chat one more time. I used to own it all except On the Air. Okay. Inland Empire, most surreal. Yeah, that's an epic surreal flick from Lynch. 3 hours, if I recall correctly. Pre-owned DVD. Okay. God. That's a tough one, but folks, you can watch it on archive.org, as the gentleman said earlier. That's great. God, what? Lost your whole collection. Holy shit, that sucks. Anthony Hopkins, yeah, God. Fantastic. Robert Blake was a genius casting choice. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Hey, I don't feel tardy. Well, I just got booted off of YouTube twice. The show was shut down, PBR, so you missed those in any case. Eraserhead, Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, top 3. I would definitely put Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive in there. Yeah, I just got to watch a few. I got to watch Lost Highway again. I recall really liking that movie a lot, but it's been years, so that might go into the top area. Art Life was a cool documentary. Good. Yeah, God, he made a ton of short films. Amazing. Yeah, she's great in True Romance. Patricia Arquette. Yes. His last film before his death. Documentary on Jack Nance. Okay. It is total noir. There ain't no doubt about it. He nailed it, too. Lost Highway. Serum Fighter is here. Lost Highway exposed some secret society stuff, by the way. There's a cool video about the lyrics of Hotel California, and it actually has similar themes to the visuals of the film. Interesting. Weird. Okay, I got to, yeah, thank you for, once again, it's on my list, folks. I'm going to be watching Lost Highway come hell or high water this week. That's it. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Hey, look, if you know Lynch and you know what he talked about a lot of stuff that was unnerving to a lot of people. Okay. You can look back in the archives, look back at what he said about 9/11. That flipped some people out. I think he was right, though. No, that's all right. Well, it's on YouTube, right? Just put the title in the chat. Just Googled Hotel Room. It's a series Lynch created for HBO in '93. There are only 3 episodes, which are available on YouTube. Very cool. Yeah, he spits it out. He has the crap coffee. The guys give him like this, you know, these very like particular about this espresso, and so they serves him the espresso, and he spits it out in his handkerchief because it's so. I mean, he's just really over dramatically saying this stuff sucks. So good, so good. It is a surrealist masterpiece. There is no doubt about it. A gallery should dedicate a museum to David Lynch. Camera work is a fever dream in the best sense. This is the girl. No, don't need it. All I had to do is watch the film twice and I got it perfectly. As a matter of fact, it's so painfully obvious. I think that's why so many people missed it. 2001. Yeah. The old people. The opening credits. That's going to help you a lot with Mulholland Drive, folks. Shot on digital. Yep, sure was. Mel Brooks helped David Lynch get his start by setting up a screening of Eraserhead. Can you imagine Mel Brooks watching Eraserhead? That would be something to see. I'll tell you that much. Anti-Hollywood dream star. Wow, 1,000 movies. Incredible. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed this look. It's a little tribute to David Lynch. And everybody have a great weekend. We're about to get hit by a fucking snow ice storm in Florida, folks. Yes, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have an ice storm and a snowstorm in Florida. Okay? So we're getting ready for that bullshit. Oh, God. It better snow. It better not just be a goddamn ice storm. I swear to God, if you got any people know out there, there's nothing worse than expecting snow and getting a bunch of fucking ice. Okay? God. At best, I got to get at least a 2-foot snowman out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take some photos for next week. But we're about to get hit big. Of course, everybody's getting hit by this apocalyptic Arctic blast. Something. What was it called? Isomageddon? I don't know what the fuck. In any case, everybody have a great weekend. And I will see you guys hopefully next week. And of course, naturally, I'm going to leave you out with some hot Torgo babes. Take care. We'll see you soon.
But actually, the master is not away. He is here with us. So I don't know who else is watching the place. I am Torgo. I watch after the place while the master is away. The master is here, so I have no idea who's watching the place. You know the jig. I look after the place, yada yada. The master is with us, so I don't know who's watching the place. One of those will be a good take.